NFL mock drafts show part of the big picture story. Big boards offer additional context. Along with a brand new mock draft, we present an updated NFL Draft Big Board with a ranking of the top 50 prospects ahead of the April 25-27 draft. It goes without saying that this is the height of the misinformation portion of draft season. Even if one speaks with all 32 general managers, there's no guarantee of receiving the honest truth across the board. That said, there's no couching every insight or opinion here. Readers are smart enough to understand the information below, from the sourcing to the rankings, is a snapshot of the draft process. Less than see our NFL mock draft 19.0 greater than not every rumor or take received made this page. For the ones that did, including thoughts on the Redskins' plan, Dwayne Haskins and risers, fallers, read on. Also make sure to check out the latest 2-round mock draft, which includes bonus 3rd-round selections for the Redskins and Ravens. Asterisk, there's a clear momentum shift with the first-round quarterbacks both in terms of the number and order. The apparent slider is Ohio State, Dwayne Haskins. In terms of falling outside the top 2 QB prospects in this class, the draft community is catching up to NBC Sports' Washington stance. Drew Lock began appearing ahead of Haskins in mock drafts since the March 12 version, but both were off the board by 11 asterisk. The intrigue now involves a possible drop for Haskins should he get past the Bengals 11, Dolphins 13, Redskins 15, and the Giants' second first-round choice 17. Limited starting experience, 1 year at Ohio State, and heavy foot issues are the primary concerns. Asterisk, little secret about mock drafts. Sometimes the slotting is based on convenience. We believe player X will go in the first somewhere, but the fit isn't always obvious. This is especially true with quarterbacks since only a select few teams need one. The potential dip, however, also involves the rise of Duke's Daniel Jones. Actually, Jones isn't really on the move, but NFL voices are speaking up more about the perception gap between teams and media types. The buzz on Jones in the first and possibly fairly high is 1000% real, an NFL source told NBC Sports Washington. Less than see our NFL mock draft 19.0 greater than Jones, tutored at Duke by head coach and former Peyton Manning mentor David Cutcliffe, doesn't wow on tape, but his subtleties stand out the evaluators. Jones is a good player, a former NFL general manager told NBC Sports Washington. Big kid, not the strongest arm, great anticipation on his throws from the pocket. I don't think he'll ever be great, but can be a solid NFL quarterback. Asterisk, there's a strong belief growing that the Redskins would like to take a Tay with 3 down potential high in the draft. That's doubtful at 15. Iowa's TJ Hockenson, the top Tay option, seems unlikely to get outside the top 12. Alabama's Irv Smith is a second-round candidate, though good chance he goes by 40. We need sources to know Jay Gruden's feelings on the topic. At the recent NFL owners' meetings, the Redskins head coach openly discussed the team's lack of a 3-down option in response to a question about play calling. Last year we tinkered around with 2 different tight end sets, actually we had 3. We had Sprinkle and Vernon, Sprinkle and Jordan, and Vernon and Jordan. It's kind of a pain in the neck when you have all these plays, Gruden told reporters. If you're going to feature the running game, it's probably going to be Sprinkle more so, than Jordan and Vernon are standing next to you. Washington's Drew Sample and LSU's Foster Moreau are late day 2, 4th-round candidates. Asterisk, Oklahoma guard tackle Cody Ford is typically slotted in the 20 to 30 range. That's the likely call based on the overall board, however, there's 14 to 16 pick upside. Atlanta might look well if Clemson DT Christian Wilkins is gone. The same with Carolina at 16, according to a league source, unless an edge rusher like Florida State's Brian Burns remains available. The Panthers signed free agent center Matt Parody this offseason, but still need more in front or Cam Newton. Fourth mentioned in this range is notable with the Redskins' obvious need at left guard. So is a visit from another highly regarded lineman? Kansas State OL Dalton Risner is scheduled to visit with the Redskins in Ashburn Monday for a top 30 meeting. The All-American tackle likely moves inside to guard on the NFL level, though right tackle or even center is possible. The 6'5", 312-pound lineman offers power and impressive athleticism as shown during his 3 seasons as a starter and an impressive combine showing. However, his sweet spot is likely in between Washington's first 2 selections, with one source saying Risner should be off the board by 45. One former NFL front office executive told NBCSW he views Risner as a day 3 selection, but there's a larger consensus of him landing early in day 2. Ford is the player to draft based on upside, but Risner has the higher floor, one league source told NBC Sports Washington. Risner should be a starter soon and a long-term one. While 15 for a guard seems a tad aggressive for the Redskins, tabbing a needed guard in the 2nd or 3rd should be a priority. I've posted 12 NFL mock drafts in the calendar year 2019. All but one had the Redskins selecting a defensive player. Most calls landed on edge rushers, Montez Sweat, Clelin Ferrell, Brian Burns, with Michigan inside linebacker Devin Bush a multi-time selection. The lone offensive player, Hockenson. None of these players lines up at wide receiver, which is often a popular position choice for mock drafters looking to place DK Metcalf or Marcus Brown somewhere. The reasoning behind skipping receiver all these weeks falls in line with a recent comment from a league source. It's weird this year, but there's no clear WR1 in this class, the league source told NBC Sports Washington. Meanwhile, between prospects 40 to 110, the WR depth is so freaking good. I don't know who the top WR is, though. Day 2 candidates to consider include Deebo Samuel, Hakeem Butler, Kelvin Harmon and Emmanuel Hall. Only quarterbacks are coveted more than pass rushers. It's why many see Burns landing somewhere in the top 15 after he compiled 29 tackles for loss and 14.5 sacks over the last 2 seasons. The biggest concern for teams is whether the 249-pounder can hold up as a run defender. If not, his value could suffer as an on-3-down player. Let's get to the big board. Consider this a combination of some film review, homework, insight and NFL voices. Less than see our NFL mock draft 19.0 greater than 1. Nick Bosa, the Ohio State 2. Quinnen Williams, DT, Alabama 3. Josh Allen, OLB, Kentucky 4. Devin White, LB, LSU 5. Ed Oliver, DT, Houston 6. Montez Sweat, Miss 7. TJ Hockenson, Iowa 8. Kyler Murray, QB, Oklahoma 9. Devin Bush, ILB, Michigan 10. Christian Wilkins, DL, Clemson 11. Jawan Taylor, OT, Florida 12. Jonah Williams, OT, Alabama 13. Bree Williams, CB, LSU 14. Dexter Lawrence, DT, Clemson 15. DeAndre Baker, CB, Georgia 16. Byron Murphy, CB, Washington 17. Cody Ford, ET, Oklahoma 18. Jeffrey Simmons, DT, Miss State 19. Brian Burns, Florida State 20. Clelin Ferrell, Clemson 21. Garrett Bradbury, C, NC State 22. Marquise Brown, WR, Oklahoma 23. Jonathan Abram, S, Miss 24. Chris Lindstrom, G, BC 25. Taylor Rep, S, Washington 26. N'Keal Harry, WR, Arizona State 27. A.J. Brown, WR, Mississippi 28. DK Metcalf, WR, Mississippi 29. Noah Fant, Iowa 30. Jerry Tillery, DT, Notre Dame 31. Eric McCoy, C, Texas A. Daniel Jones, QB, Duke 36. Andre Dillard, OT, Wash State 37. Rocky Asin, CB, Temple 38. Dalton Risner, OL, Kansas State 39. Darnell Savage, S, Maryland 40. Irv Smith, T, Alabama 41. Caleb McGarry, OT, Washington 42. Nasser Adderley, FS, Delaware 43. Paris Campbell, WR, Ohio State 44. Chase Winovich, LB, Michigan 45. O'Shane Examines, ODU 46. Deontay Thompson, S, Alabama 47. Mac Wilson, LB, Alabama 48. Hakeem Butler, WR, Iowa State 49. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, S, Florida 50. Miles Sanders, RB, Penn State. More Redskins news.